Welcome back to another episode of El Chapo Blogs. As you can see, I'm home today, just relaxing. I'm wearing the same old uniform as I usually do. But today I wanted to talk about something a little bit different. I just wanted to talk a little bit about life and death and just what my thoughts are. Because because there has been some people in my life, older people. Um, you can call them parental figures that have been going through some health issues. There's one that died today. I do have some customers that I meet all the time that have been having health issues as well, and and it just got me thinking about how we should spend our whatever time we have left. I'm not here to judge like the things that you do, if it's drinking or if it's smoking, if it's doing drugs, anything of that sort. Everyone has their own life, because I do know a lot of people that have lived bad lives, people that, in my opinion, should not be alive anymore, but they're still living despite their history and their past. And there's people that have had good lives, people that do everything right, people that are healthy, people that are good people, even religious people that have gone through some horrible things in their whole life. And you know I was just thinking about how we should spend our time together. um as I mentioned in one of my earlier videos, there has been some family drama going on with my family, with a whole bunch of things about a restaurant that I helped them open up. And it's caused a great divide in my family. It's very awkward with my stepdad, with my mom, and even with my sister, because I feel like my sister can't choose her brothers over her parents who gave her life. and and it's just been real weird. And the point I'm trying to make with this video is that we should make the best of whatever time we do have with our families. If you have your parents still, maybe being a little bit forgiving might be one of those things that's gonna make you feel better, and it's just gonna fix a relationship, because you never know when they're gonna die. There's somebody that died today. I guess I could consider them family. They were my friend's dad. I've known these people since I was 11 years old, since I was in middle school. And and he passed today. He lived a rough life. He would drink every day, he would smoke every day, he would do hard drugs back in the day, whole bunch of pills. He was a drug dealer, he was a gangster. So he had a rough life. And I think he had a stroke. That's what got him, and he ended up in a vegetative state. He was in a coma, and he was unplugged today. And the thing is that before he died, him and his wife were pretty much left alone. Their kids, I guess, don't have the best relationship with them, so they were just left to their own devices. And I have a friend. He's a little younger than me, because I remember when I was in middle school, he was in second grade or third grade, and he's older now. He's a grown up, and he's the only one that's really been there. And he's the one that, luckily, he helped out my friend's dad, and he took him to the hospital and everything. And he's the one that's taking it the hardest. And the whole family is kind of against him, because it's a family that has lived a hard life, like as I mentioned, and they've been gangsters their whole life. Just, you can call them low lives, but they were pretty good to me. They were good people to me, so I really wouldn't call them low lives. But it's people that don't really that aren't very good influences, I guess is what I'm trying to call them. The mom has always done drugs. The mom has always, like, OD'd on all types of things, painkillers, alcohol. She's done a lot of things, even as an old lady. She got arrested because she was drinking and driving, like when she was like in her 60s. They're kind of crazy people. She crashed into a bunch of cars, and what happened was is that my friend, the one that is over there with him still, he kind of enables them. Like he'll buy them liquor, he'll buy them beer, he'll buy them weed, and and they're kind of crazy to begin with. So it makes them even crazier. And he's being blamed for a lot of for the old man dying essentially. Although he's been like that his whole life, ever since I've known him, he's been a drinker. But the thing is that at least to me, they've been good to me for the most part. Yeah, I've had a few issues here with them, but when you become a little more familiar with people, I think those issues are bound to come up. You know, and they also saw me as a son, and I saw them as my parents, because I remember back when I was in middle school, my parents were going through a rough patch. Um, and I would always be at my friend's house all the time, and they would feed me, they would let me hang out, all the time. Even when I was in my late teens, when I first got kicked out of my mom's house, um, I stayed with them for like 6 months, and when I got separated from my wife back in 2019, I stayed with them for about a year, for a good year. So they've been good to me. They've always been welcoming. But again, the point I'm trying to make is why spend your life angry with your family, angry with your friends, because when you die, or when they die, you regret not having spent time with them. I'm pretty sure that my friend's dad, um, he really misses daughters. He has a lot of daughters. I think he has like 6 daughters, and he has 2 sons. And his sons were my friends when we were kids, and they all left. And the reason why they ditched their parents is just because they were real toxic when they were growing up. So they just pretty much abandoned them, and I'm pretty sure that they're full of regret now for not having been there with them, for not having been closer, for not being forgiving, for not forgiving them. And a part of the reason why I bring that up is because I have been having a bit of a hard time with my parents, and I was thinking that maybe I should be a little bit more forgiving with them. I feel like they just use me, they just use my name and everything, but I don't think it was their intention for things to get this bad, at least when it comes to the restaurant. Smoking a doobie right now. It's just one of those moments, where you start thinking, and it just helps you reflect. That's the thing I like about weed. It's like it helps you look inward. Like it helps you look at a lot of the things that you do and that you say. Like it just helps you reflect. Like it makes you think more. Well, at least me. I'm just out here, my front yard. I was about to start playing some guitar. Maybe I'll play for you guys one of these days. But I don't know. I just wanted to talk about that. That despite what's happening with our families, we should be a little more forgiving and more understanding with each other, and we should come together. Another example is my mom. She's always fighting with her sisters. Always, always, always. She's always fighting with her mom, and I would hate if any of them died and they never forgive each other. It's one of those things that I've been thinking of a lot. Because if my parents die, I don't think I could forgive myself if I never forgave them, whether we're still alive, and if I try to make the relationship better, restoring the relationship. So that's all I got for now. It's a bit of a short video. I just wanted to talk about that for a little bit. El Chapo checking out. Thank you.